What's going on? I hope you're happy, healthy, doing the things you love doing with those that you love doing them with. I'm now about to give you a reading. Let's get into the meat and bones of your reading and let's see what Spirit has messages for you. And while I shuffle away, I need to like, comment, share, subscribe, press the notification bell. And if you're into getting paid readings or paid services, all you got to do is drop me a private message on my Instagram or on TikTok, Sorcerer X, or you can email me, which will be in the description, as well as you can click the link in the description that will connect you to my website, and my website will have a application to help you in relation to what you need. All right, let's have a look. I think right now it's important to really take this moment to evaluate your next steps, and it's so much more important to put a bit of refocus and energy into asking yourself, like, okay, where am I in the correct, like, am I in the correct pathway? Am I doing what I feel is inherently what I want? These questions, it doesn't have to be too serious, but it's important for you to look within and really ask yourself, are there things that I can adjust? Do I need to adjust? Like, really ask yourself those questions, because it's just more of an evaluation of, now that you're in the middle of the month, it's just making sure that you are, in essence, just rerouting, making sure that whatever plan that you have, you're upholding it, or perhaps things are not falling into place in the way that you want it to be. And this is a great time to sort of like re-establishing these type of events within your life. And if you're going through a process of self-doubt, let's just say maybe you're going through a challenging time where there are things that need to be adjusted. This is the perfect opportunity to utilize this. And I'm seeing that you will see major changes within the next 5 days after doing this. So I'll give an example, right? Utilize 2 days. Utilize 2 days. You've got the Seven of Pentacles, which is about asking yourself, is the juice worth the squeeze? Am I really invested in a particular energy? That could be my dreams, this could be my ambitions, or do I need to sort of change it up a little bit? And that's okay if you want to change it up. I'm just saying that you should always give yourself a time to reflect upon this, and once you're reading this, this is actually the sign that you should do so. Now, really focus on your passions and the objectives that you want, and this would be a good sort of like guide in relations towards your next steps in your life. In fact, I would even challenge you to do so, because you solely want the Ten of Pentacles, which is the abundance, which is the end game, which is about you fulfilling your manifestations. This is also about you having the mindset of saying, this is what I truly want. And with the Ten of Pentacles, that's all okay. At the end of the day, it is truly essential for you right now to really, really focus on doing so, and just making sure that whether your eye is still on the ball, or shall I say, whether you still have these targets and you feel like, this is what I still want to do. All right. So I often, even myself, I often take a step back to just say, oh, is this to plan? Are these things aligned with what I truly want? And if these are the things that I truly want, therefore, technically, these are my desires. Now, I like this energy because it's really enforcing me, myself, to sharpen my thoughts. And this is what the Seven of Swords is in relations towards your particular plans. Challenge yourself. Are there things that you could improve on? If not, figure out how. If you don't know something, Seven of Swords, even though it's seen as a card that often is seen as something cunning, mischievous, I see it for this time. I just have to wipe my eye. I just had a bit of fluff in my eye. But the Seven of Swords is about being elusive. So being rather smart in relation towards a strategy isn't just I know there's a traditional sense of it being the liar, cheater, stealer card, but for this particular reading, it's about you sharpening your blade, shall I say, or your mindset, and actually challenging certain parts of your life that are there areas in my life that I could do more. And if it is the answer that you could do more, you got to just see it as the truth. You got to see that you got to do more of this. Perhaps you're not planning enough. Perhaps you're not putting a lot of effort in that you should do. And this is a great time to sort of utilize the date within the middle of the month and be like, you know what? In order for me to reach my goal, perhaps I need to have more applied effort or the energy of application to say, this is what I want. Now, what I like about this is that there is going to be a change of direction. So, not necessarily the plan, but something that will enforce you to apply a little bit more within your role, within your passions. And that itself is going to become the reasons why you will do well. So, this month is about, for this particular moment, for you to restructure, to reevaluate, even if you don't need to evaluate, but the fact that you are just reevaluating whether it reaches a certain standard is in fact very important, because towards the end of the month, you've got some really, really good situations happening. I see that you're yourself got the Knight of Cups, which is all about getting and receiving your flowers. I'm also seeing that there's going to be, in essence, a reward in relation towards a new chapter to a new month. So whatever you're putting in, whatever you're solely putting in, that could just be the factors of you changing something, maybe tweaking something, maybe even putting more effort into your supposed role, job, career, just your general life. Because currently, Spirit's saying utilize this time because you got the Hangman and the Moon card. And often I tell people the Moon card doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. The Hangman isn't necessarily a bad thing. It really enforces us to be still and actually ask ourselves, what we doing here? Is it enough? Should I do more? Because now that you've got the time to do so, when perhaps you may not have the time, you can actually think and strategize more and actually put a lot of concentration into it. You know, this is the perfect time to do so. And what I see going forwards is going to be a sign of good things to come. You know, because you've put in a lot of energy into this, you're going to get things such as receiving good messages, positive feedback. People will actually feel like you should be rewarded for sure. So big major changes are happening in your life. And I feel very much that it's a case where maybe you may not feel that you are aligned as you should. And now you're making the adjustments to realign yourself. And I like this because this rewards you for making the changes. So effectively, just reevaluating your plan is enough to bring out change or reinforce your plans that things are doing well in your life. All right. Now, if this resonates and maybe you need more guidance, maybe you are going through these situations, and in fact, someone like myself can provide you a pathway towards your success. I do offer paid services such as readings, rituals, mentorship. All you got to do is either message me clarity, DM me on Instagram or on TikTok. You can click the link in the description that will take you to my website, which will give you instructions to aiding you in terms of your situation. So I'll give an example. I will have like a list of things, questions where you want this or you want that, which will basically filter out and give me more of an idea of what you need. Or I do offer consultations. So that's what I will say about that. But yes, if you can't reach to me on those things, I do have an email. It's going to be in my description as well. So not to worry, there are different ways for you to connect with me, and I look forward to hearing from you. That was your reading, and I'm the Sorcerer. Take care.